My father said, never ask a man his wage or a woman her age. 2008, we started a digital agency and we started building digital
Okay.
agency stuff, websites, marketing, social media, all that kind of stuff.
How would you describe White Label Sweden?
Anyone who needs leads, anyone who's in sales. So she helps speakers get on stages. So all she
Okay.
do is to find more speakers. So we went into the software and we typed in speakers in Toronto. Now there's 300,000 speakers. Whoa, now people have understood the power of AI. Most people use ChatGPT as the entry into the AI world because that's how it is. But in the previous time, before we had AI, it would literally take me 2 weeks to build that presentation. Now it takes 2 minutes to build the same presentation. And people say things like, this is a $10,000 value. I'm going to give it to you for $2,000. I guarantee you, I will save 8 hours in the week for that person. Now I have your attention. My agency was crashing. My wife was telling me to go drive an Uber. I couldn't afford to pay my daughter's school fees. The last 2 months, I made $80,000 each month. I said, come on, man. I know what it takes to make $80,000.
Welcome everyone. Today I'm pleased to be joined by Johann Nogueira, director and co-founder of White Label Suite. Johann is an entrepreneur, technology investor, and a speaker who helps businesses grow by using smart system and AI-enabled automations. Through his SaaS product, White Label Suite, he helps agencies and business owners achieve growth by giving them access to a proven lead generation and outreach methods. Johann begins his business journey long time ago while completing his PhD at University of Melbourne. During that time, he learned the importance of leverage and building system that scales. Today, his focus is on helping people to live life of their own terms by making the most out of AI automation tools. I first met Johann at a Level Up Summit this year, and what a friendly and down-to-earth personality he is. Johann, thank you for being here, bro.
Danish, thank you so much for having me. You're amazing.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks for being here. So, Johann, we'll quickly start with your inception of how did you started White Label Suite. Let's start with your background. How did you started your business journey, and over this 20 years, what you have learned so far? I mean, tell us more about you and your business.
Okay, cool. 20 years of summary. Let's do it super
Yes, super quick.
quick. Everybody has context. PhD, when I was doing my PhD, I asked my professor the question, which you're not allowed to ask. My father said, never ask a man his wage or a woman her age. And I broke and I asked my professor how much money he made. And when he told me, I was shocked. And I said, okay, I need to figure out a way to live the life that I want on my terms.
Yeah.
And so I started investigating businesses. And this is 2004. So I built a little business. It was on eBay. And then that little eBay business took off, which then gave me freedom to start thinking and doing things. And from there, I fell in love with business because the eBay business, what it taught me was, as you said, leverage and systems. I had this thing up, and all day, every day, people are going to eBay. It's the same as Amazon is right now, right? So eBay is the way Amazon is. People would just go buy stuff, and in the morning, it would take me 10 minutes to fulfill those orders. That was it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had the whole rest of the day to myself. And it was like, wow, this is what freedom feels like. So from there, I got into affiliate marketing because, hey, now affiliate marketing is literally saying, hey, I'm going to promote that product. And every time somebody signs up, I get paid. And then affiliate marketing for 2 years. After that, CPA came about, which is cost per acquisition. So we started doing lead generation for the banks. And so we were generating leads for banks. So the easiest example is there are CPA networks, and we would go in every morning. I'd wake up and there'd be these offers which we can promote, and I'd say, okay, I'm going to promote this one. And it's a credit card. So I'd go on Google and type in, bank name, credit card application. I would own that keyword. It would cost me $5 for anybody to click on that.
To click on that, that was like cost per click.
Cost per click.
Amazing. Okay, $5.
If they click and they filled it out, which if you type in, hey, I'm looking for, so-and-so bank, Chase Bank credit card application. If you click on that ad and fill it out, I would get $200. So now these searches are just ranking up every day.
Awesome.
Leverage system, set up a system, let it pay you. Right. So from that, then I met this gentleman who said, hey, I've got this event coming up. I've got no one coming to my event. Can you help me? I heard you're a lead generation expert. I said, yeah, sure. So in about 48 hours, we filled his entire audience with 80 CEOs and directors. And he's like, dude, I've been trying to market this thing for 6 months and I have people, but you've filled the room in 48 hours. What can I give you other than the money? I said, let me speak.
Nice.
So I get up and speak. At this point,
Nice.
I'm this young punk, leather jacket, torn jeans, and
You're still young, don't say that. Yes.
standing in front of them, telling them about how I got them in the room, lead generation. Now this is 2008, and so people started putting their hands up, saying, "Hey, can you do this for me? Can you do this for my company?" So, 2008, we started a digital agency, and we started building digital agency stuff, websites, marketing, social media, all that kind of stuff. 2012, we got known as the guys who build all the complicated things, the things that people don't want to build, the complicated systems. So we started building systems for like power plants and buildings and that sort of thing. So the building thing moved into a building over here in Melbourne. They said it's the best building. I was like, great. And then a piece of paper comes under my door and it says, your windows are getting clean. I went, okay, cool. And then at night time, another one saying, the gym will be out of order for 2 hours. I'm like, okay, this is weird. Anyway, one month goes by and I've got an inch of paper sitting on my table with one sentence on each thing. I said, okay, this is a waste of resources. So I take it, I go to the building manager, I go, dude, how much is this costing me? He said, it's $1 per sheet. I said, $1 per sheet, 500 apartments, twice a day, $1,000 a day, plus some people is walking around putting this under everybody's. I said, why don't we build a mobile app for the building? He goes, I don't know what that means. I go, let me show you. So we went to Dubai, did all the stuff, came back, showed him what a mobile app would look like for a building. We built that company. We built the company to 20 million in 4 years. So
amazing. Okay.
We did that.
Okay, great.
We sold that company in 2019, 2021. So you asked me, how's the inception of White Label Suite? 2021, we bought 8 different companies, put them together, and then from there, we created White Label Suite. It was called White Suite. It's now White Label Suite. White Label Suite because we partnered up with a CRM and we plugged into their ecosystem where everybody white labels the CRM. It's called GoHighLevel, which is where we met, right?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, just to cut you here, what inspired you to build that White Label Suite and what problem you were focused on solving when you first started?
Yeah, great question. So my business partner actually built the technology of it 15 years ago. So he used to sell this technology on CD. So it's not new technology, it's revolutionary technology. When I sat down and he showed it to me, actually we met on a podcast, funnily enough, he interviewed me, and then he kept, every 3 months he'd follow up with me going, hey, when are we going to meet and all this. And then we finally met, I think it was a year later or something. And I said, hey, I'm in your town, let's have breakfast. So we sit down at 6 a.m, we're having breakfast, and he shows me this technology, and I just went, oh my God, this is amazing. I wish I had this when I was 10 years ago, right? And so he's like, yeah, cool, let's be business partners. I said, no, I'm too busy. And then anyway, that was April 2021. Here we are, nearly 4.5 years later.
Nice.
So he built the technology, and the technology is revolutionary because it literally allows you to connect to anyone and everyone who you want to connect with. So you literally get to choose your own adventure and pick the people who you want to talk to, the people who you want to work with. And so that's how White Label Suite came about.
I mean, for the listener who are new to this, the tech world, how would you describe White Label Suite in simple terms? And who is it designed to help to the most?
Yeah, so anyone who needs leads, anyone who's in sales. So it is designed to be able to say, hey, I'm looking for all the property investors in New York City because I have a new development I want to sell. Or, hey, I want to get out my new tea to all the fitness influencers who can help people lose weight. And so that's how this has been proven and done.
So they need to find their own database, or you have already dumped off a huge database at the back end?
But we have no database. It is AI technology that'll go and find the people, find their contact information live in real time. So there is no database. We plug into Google, we plug into LinkedIn, we API
different sources,
and there's different sources, and we pull that data.
So
go on.
It will pull the data live in a real time. Awesome, that's amazing. So the data is not getting older, or it's not getting useless because you have scrapped that data last year and it's outdated now.
So it's live data. And what do you do with that data? The AI is now so advanced, it can actually see patterns. It can say, hey, Danish on his Instagram. Went on holiday, and this is what he's doing. And he's got lots of photos of his family, and he's got lots of photos of bad food. And so in my email to you, I'll be like, hey man, I went to Hawaii and I see that you went to Hawaii too. Congratulations. One of my favorite things was to drink the kava juice, as an example.
Okay.
Right?
I see.
And
Yes.
so it's a hyper-personalized. And so because the AI knows everything about you, we can have a hyper-personalized conversation, which gets us the bookings, which helps us fill rooms, get open doors, and get in front of the right people so that we can sell our product.
Makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, this, AI-powered lead generation is a hot topic. We all know that. How does White Label Suite use AI specifically to help business to convert more for their own business?
Yeah. So when you know who your favorite clients are, so that's how I always say,
ICP. We are talking about the ideal customer profile here. So
who is
someone knows their ICP, then how this AI thing can help them out?
Yeah, so I had a call with somebody just before. She said what she does is she helps speakers get on stages. So all she do is to find more speakers. So we went into the software and we typed in speakers in Toronto, and she gets a list of all the speakers. Now there's 300,000 speakers. Whoa, okay. Now let's go find speakers who are in a specific niche, who have been doing it for 3 to 5 years, so they have experience, and who book the book. And then it comes down to, hey, there's only 2,000 of those. That's her ICP, because they have a book, they've got experience, they've got the methodologies. And so now she's like, wow, that list is amazing. And so now she's reaching out to each one of those people. Not she's reaching out, the AI is reaching out.
Yeah, it's reaching out. So finding a data is one thing. Then within White Label Suite, one can go and outreach to those prospects as well.
Yes. White Label Suite, you find it, we connect it to your CRM, and through the CRM, does the outreach.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because most agencies already have infrastructure set up. So there's no point in us doing outreach, because you've got your systems, everything. Once you have the data, and I'm going to get a bit technical here, but we can do webhooks, we can do API integrations with the CRMs, whatever it is. Click, it's all connected. You just go, find me these people, this message.
Since our audience, most of them knows about the GoHighLevel thing, tell us more about how does White Label Suite get integrated with GoHighLevel?
You click on integrations, you click on GoHighLevel, and you go connect. That's it. It's done.
Oh, awesome. We'll certainly do a demo. And let's talk about, what advantages does an AI-driven lead generation offer compared to a traditional outreach method, which used to do in past?
Yeah, so in previous, what did I used to do? When I started my business, I used to go to all these networking events. There'd be hundreds of people there, and I'm trying to find the needle in the haystack. I'm like, hey, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Hey, man, do you need a website? Hey, dude, can I help you with the show? Like, that's what my life used to be like back in 2008. And now with the AI-powered lead generation, it's literally like, find me these people who are talking about this, who believe in this, go. And then with that, I can create relationships super quick and close them on whatever deal I want to close them on. I get to choose.
You get to choose. Amazing stuff. Moving next, I want to understand, there are a lot of founders who hear this term AI. AI is a buzzword. I believe it's going to stay here. It's not next bubble like, we see the NFTs and, the crypto thing. These are also here. We feel, unsure about where to begin with. What are some practical ways, you can give a business owner, they can use AI in today's world in their own business?
I think nearly everyone I know now. So 2 years ago, most people didn't. They said, oh yeah, I dabbled with chat or whatever. Now people have understood the power of AI and what it's done. Most people use ChatGPT as the entry into the AI world, because that's how it is. And then they can upgrade into more sophisticated AIs that are agents, super agents that can do a lot of work for them. So where do I start with that? So most people have ChatGPT. The first things that they do is go.
That's where they start with, yeah.
Go and do this thing for me, or write this thing for me. That's where we start off. Do this presentation. One of the coolest tools that we use is Gamma. I had a call from a friend at 11:30 p.m. one night saying, hey man, I'm running an event. I need a keynote speaker tomorrow at 8 a.m. Can you do a keynote for me on sales? And I said, okay, sure.
Then you went to Gamma too, yeah.
Went to sleep peacefully, I woke up
Obviously, yeah.
and said, give me a present, because Gamma, I went into ChatGPT and I said, hey, you know everything about me, so we'll talk about training the models in a second. It knows about me. I said, give me a script that I can put into Gamma to generate a presentation for me. Copy, paste, generate. I got a standing ovation for how amazing the presentation was. Now, because it knew all of my sales methodology and how I work, it was able to articulate that and then to give me a presentation which I could speak to. But in the previous time, before we had AI, it would literally take me 2 weeks to build that presentation. Now it takes 2 minutes to build the same presentation, which is beautiful, more beautiful than what I could create by myself. And now we have tools like Gamma that can amazingly create these things. What else did you say? So, ChatGPT.
Would you? I mean, my conversation is going now into different direction. I wanted to know more about the presentation you did the other day, which you're mentioning about the sales strategy. Would you like to share some real practical sales strategy here on this call with our audience?
The most simplest thing is sales happens when there's trust. How do you build trust? How do you build rapport? How do you build friendship? And when you have friendship, you can do business together. Most people in this day and age, there's a big trust deficit. People are being sold to all day, every day. People don't trust things anymore. And people say things like, this is a $10,000 value. I'm going to give it to you for $2,000.
That's a normal offer everyone is doing out there.
No one believes it anymore. However, if you go to them and say something like, hey, I know you've got your workforce, your person who's sitting there, I guarantee you, I will save 8 hours in the week for that person. Now I have your attention because it's tangible. They value it. Not me as the seller is valuing it, the person who I'm talking to is valuing it, going, you're right, if I could have my dude Joe working 8 hours less on his task, that would be this much amount of money to me, and over a year, it's worth a lot of money. So you go, okay, cool. And then you show them how, and then logically you go, this is what the steps, and because they know what you're talking about, they go, that makes sense. Yes, let's get started. Makes sense.
I mean, everyone is struggling to get the attention and the trust. It's what could be ground reality to build that trust among your audience.
Multiple modalities of information through stories. So before, my presentations would literally be a 200 slide deck, and people now in their brains, they know the formula, the perfect pitch formula, for example. Like Russell Brunson has taught this to everybody. Everybody knows.
Yes.
They're going to take you through this thing. Alex Hormozy does it really well, and he did a big launch and all of that kind of stuff. So we know the formula. So as soon as your brain starts recognizing that pattern, your brain actually switches off going, this guy's trying to sell me something. My most successful presentations are now 4 slides. Slide number 1 is the title. Slide number 2 is telling them what they're going to learn. Slide number 3 is literally, it says 3 stories, a demo, and a deal. So I'll tell them 3 stories, I'll show them a demo, and then I'll offer them a deal. And it's up to them if they want to take it up or not. But what happens is through the stories, they are in the story. They see themselves in the story and they go, I could do that. Okay. And then they'll sign up for the deal because they know that it works. They logically and emotionally, they can see how it happens. And they go, this is for me. There's nothing fancy about it. And when you do the demo, you can literally show them exactly how to use it. And they go, this is what I...
And this reminds me, let's go back to GoHighLevel Suite where we started. Would you like us to show some, demo by sharing your screen?
Yeah,
so that it's become easy for viewers to understand the product better.
All right, so let's share screen. So let's go to this window here. All right, so you
can
see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
On the screen here, we've got 6 different tiles. Now, there's people search, local search, company search, influencer, and domain. So these are 6 different ways that you can find your ideal people. Now, the easiest one is the intent search. All this is a pixel that you put on your website. As soon as you put that pixel on your website, have you ever accepted those cookies?
Yeah.
As soon as you press accept cookies, we get all your name, email, phone number, and your address. So that's the easiest way. Now you're a hot lead. You come to the website. When people are doing e-commerce, they're spending a lot of money, and 97% of their traffic doesn't convert. So what does that mean? That 97% of traffic, if we can get that traffic back and buy going to be a lot of money, right? So that's the intent search. It doesn't have to be, just e-commerce. We have people who do finance. We had a trucking company. They do trucking finance. Each trucking finance deal is worth $100,000. They had 44 leads come to their website and 3 contacted them, but the other 41 did not. So then the AI reached out saying, hey, I know you came to our website and you accepted our cookies. Just letting you know, we're here, and here's a case study of how we saved another company $300,000 on their finance. And they're like, they click, they watch. What happens when they click and watch? They get to know, like, trust. Once they know, like, trust, then they open to an engagement. Yeah.
So we can also generate. I'm sorry, I'm cutting you in between. I have a lot of questions, coming into my head. Yep. So once we are creating, we can also create an audience with this pixel where we can retarget these audience through, different channels like Facebook ads or Google ads,
100%.
Instagram.
Yeah. So let me do that here. So if we go, I'm going to go into my local search, right? And I'm going to go and type in, let's go real estate. And where are you based, bud?
I'm based in Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver, Canada. That's good. We'll go here. And I'm just going to add that to a list. The list. And so I'm going to look for the real estate people in Vancouver. Right? Okay. Here's. So now I have all these people. And I might say, actually, I don't want them there. I want them in, right now, North Vancouver. And so find me all the people that are here. And so now it's going to find me all those businesses. So here we go. We're now getting more people, and then I go, actually find me the guys in Surrey. And so the information that it's getting. So this is working through Google Maps. It's finding all the people on Google Maps. And I've got the company information. I have the rating. I have the website, the phone number, and the location. But I can't do much with this information. So in the background, when I click on the list button, all the AI is going to work. And here is all the people. So at Woodhouse Realty, here's Rohit. He's a real estate agent. Here's Sadif. Here's
nice. Okay.
Whoever they are. And then we're getting not only we're getting all the information that we can find. So here's Jordan. He's a service engineer. This is his address. This is his phone number. He works at this real. So once we have this information, what do? We can now, up here, we can export to CSV. All this information we can pull into a CSV, and we can now create a custom audience or a lookalike.
Custom audience, okay.
We can send it to our CRM, which triggers a campaign. We can get insights onto them. We can now see this AI assistant here. I can say, hey, find me similar companies to this. Find me their competitors. Why? Because in an email that I sent to them, I'm going to say, hey, guys, we're showing real estate agents how AI is transforming their industry, and we've invited these companies, and it's going to put in their companies.
Yes.
They're competitors, right? And so when you put your competitors on there, you're like, hang on a second. I can't let my competitors see this. I need to be there. So your show up rate goes through. And there's a whole hoop of stuff we can do there. So that's how this one works. So that's the local search. Then local search. So let's stick with the real estate one and go property investor. Let's find the property investors in Vancouver.
This looks like Google for database search. You just type in your query and you'll find the data coming out.
Yeah, so over here I've got property investor in Vancouver, and I can say how many years of experience do they have with property investing? How much revenue do they do? How many employees do they have? Like all of these things. But let's start off broad. How many are there? How many property investors are in Vancouver? There's 7,821 so far. I'm sure there's a bit more. Those are the ones who have put it on their profile saying that they are a property investor. So they've identified themselves as an investor. Yeah. And so then I can then go and find more details about each one, etc. So let me go to my list here, and let's go here. So the data that comes back is like this. So we find out the year of birth, their socials, their skills, their job history, their contact information. And so now we can all their.
How many data points do we have for one prospect?
As many as we'll find their year of birth, what their title is, their socials, their skills, their education, their job history, their contact information, where their company is, and then we can interrogate all the data by saying, hey, find me all the information about them. How many data points? I don't know. It's as many as we can find. So whatever they put out there that makes sense to have in your database, that's what we're going to find. So now we've got the AI, which is going and researching that entire person and then saying, this is how we can work together. So it's actually crafted an offer of how we can work together with her. You can see here, it's put in my company.
Okay.
So we can find anyone and everyone using that. Then the company search is very similar, except the main thing is it's going to find the headquarters. And we can also find technology. So we can go find me all the people who have Shopify.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And so now we'll go and find all the businesses who are in
Shopify.
Yeah, all the whatever technology, right? So that's then domain search. Anyone who works at a particular company. So hey, go find me everyone who works at Forbes. And now it's going to go find everyone who works at Forbes, at Tesla, at whoever. So if you know which company you want to work with, then you can find the right decision maker. And then the last one is the influencer search. Now, this is my favorite one because it allows me to do a lot of joint ventures. So I can find Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube people, influencers. And let's go digital. Let's go digital agency. Let's find the digital agencies in Toronto. And just add them to a list. And you can see here, all I've done is just gone digital agency in Toronto. Here they are. And then we look over here. We're looking for their followers. So we go to that list and we say, okay, I want to know about this person's followers. She's got 171,000 followers. So is she going to be a good person to partner up with who can help me launch a product? So now that's going to do that. And here's her email, and then click on this, and now we're going to get the data. Out of 71,000 followers, guess what? 93%
fake followers. So man, amazing. Okay, so now this is going intense now.
We know who are the bots, so we know the credibility is low. So guess what? I'm not going to bring this person. Here's the influential followers. So she's got some influential followers there. And here's the country, so we know all of where the people are coming from, which cities, etc. So, not this one, but we'll find better people. So this allows me to quickly figure out who I don't want to work with. So we run a lot of events, and so when I'm running an event, I can use this to figure out whether their audience is actually a good audience. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, right. So I mean, you just need to pull out the data, put it here in your tool, and then you figure it out. Okay, is this audience really legit audience?
Exactly. And so here's me, and let's see. Okay, I don't know what's going on in Toronto, but there's a lot of fake followers. most of the time it's 20%, right? And so that's how we find people. Now the last thing I want to show you is this is the agent. This is what happens when you have the agent working, and the agent is here, and you say do a people search, filter the results, find me only the good people, run an AI summary about them, find me similar people, then go and do an AI introduction, and then send that to my CRM. Boom. I don't have to do anything. This thing is reaching out to them all day, every day. That's it, my friend. That's the whole
such an intense product, honestly speaking. It's solving so many problems at once because, me being an agency owner, I've been into agency space from last 15 years. I've seen a lot of products, we're partners with HubSpot, we are using Snowvio for outreach, we are using Apollo, but the whole thing which you have put it into one piece, that's amazing. That's what I wanted to say here. I mean, I'm excited, so I want to ask the same question for my audience. How can someone start their own SaaS by reselling white label suite and make money?
Awesome. So when we started our SaaS, when we started with GoHighLevel is amazing. My little
you have an award, affiliate award. Yeah.
We even wrote the book on it. So there's the unofficial playbook for GHL agencies.
Awesome. Okay, amazing.
So we've been in the ecosystem for a long time. When we started trying to sell somebody GoHighLevel, their eyes were glazing over because we were saying, we'll do your website, we'll do your funnel, we'll do your socials, we'll do your SMS campaign. They're like, okay, cool. Sounds like a lot of work. And then when we just said, hey, we'll get you 1,000 leads a month for $300, they just went, take my card right now. Let's go. Let's start. And we just went hockey stick. So how can somebody start their own agency? Leads.
Yes.
every business needs leads. When you can say, hey, I'm going to get you predictable lead flow, which when you have predictable lead flow, you can grow the company, you can have the right amount of staff, there's no more feast and famine. That's the best way. Well,
I think you are trying to mention here about the agencies, because the agency is going to sell the same product out further to their audience. Let's suppose if my buyer persona is real estate agent or a mortgage broker in Canada, they all need more leads. I agree. But how I can use GoHighLevel Suite to find out borrowers for mortgage brokers in Canada or buyers and sellers for real estate agents in Canada?
Great. I'll give you one of the best examples. On the 21st of December, I get a phone call, and this guy, it's 8 a.m. This guy calls up and he says, hey, just want to let you know, you've changed my life. I'd like to send you a bottle of champagne for Christmas. Wow. Okay, cool. Thank you. But who are you? Because I signed up for your software 3 months ago. And at that point in time, my agency was crashing. My wife was telling me to go drive an Uber. I couldn't afford to pay my daughter's school fees because life was bad. But on average, the last 2 months, I made $80,000 each month. I said, come on, man. I know what it takes to make $80,000. If you said 8,000, I would believe you. 80,000, I don't believe you. He goes, no, I promise you I did. I go, okay, cool. Tell me, how did you do it? He said, well, I went into your tool. I went into the people search. I typed in property investors in over here, Mount Martha. A couple of suburbs there.
Okay.
It's in Melbourne over here. And the houses are 2 million to 40 million, right? So he finds all the property investors in the rich area of the city. He then finds the real estate agents, like we did on our local search. He found all the real estate agents who service that area.
Connect.
He's just connecting. He says to the real estate agents, I'm a buyer's agent. I have too many leads. Can I send you some of my leads? I don't want a piece of your commission. I want $2,000 up front. And I guarantee you, I will send you the lead that will convert. So with their commission, they make between $30,000 to $50,000 commission, right? So he goes, I guarantee you, my guarantee, writing, I will send you a lead that will convert. Why? Because he has 1,000 CEOs who invest in property. So this is so the real estate agents put their hand up and says, yes, I will pay you for a good lead, $2,000. He goes to the CEO. He finds 1,000 CEOs. He says, hey, Mr. CEO, hey, Danish, I know you're the owner of XYZ company and that you also invest in property. We've got 3 amazing deals that have a high ROI. Are you interested in this? And then you go, yeah, show me.
Yeah, because why not? Show.
In 2 minutes, your brain can figure out if it's a good deal or not, right? Because it's all numbers. And so from the 1,000, 400 of them said, yes, send me the deal. As soon as he says, send me the deal, the automation kicks in and goes, great, I'll get those leads organized. I'll get those deals organized for you. Answer 3 quick questions. Question number 1, I have 0 to 500, 500 to a million, million plus ready to deploy. Question 2, 0 to 3 months, 3 to 6, 6 to 12 months. Question number 3, seaside, countryside, city side. Tick, tick, tick. As soon as they do that, now an email goes out to the real estate agents who says, there's a brand new guy, his name's Danish, he's got $1 million ready to go, he's looking for a seaside apartment. Do you have any stock? Do you want the lead? $2,000. So, yes, I want that lead.
Without running any ads, without any hustle. That's so simple to make money.
Exactly. Sure. Now, from the 400, he converted 40 of them. Times $2,000.
$2,000 each, and he made 80 grand.
That's it. From 1,000, he converted 40, which to most people, that's really bad. No, it's not.
Yeah, I think the credit goes to the software and the ticket size. For sure. It's a great ticket size. Before we conclude this, can you share some more practical tips to get first 100 clients if someone is doing their own GoHighLevel SaaS?
For sure. The easiest way is to run an event. Now, we've come to a time where everybody misses human connection. We spend too much time in front of our devices. Yep. We ran an event, and we launched our book, and it took 6 weeks, and we were, thank God, 2,000 people came. And so great. Nice. But then my assistant goes, hey, you can't rest because you booked in another city where no one knows you. You had the great idea to say, no one knows me in that city. I want to build a tribe there. I'm going to run. So I have an event coming up in a whole other city where I have no influence, no friends. Okay. I've put on an event which costs $1,000 a ticket, and it's called AIXCEO.com. And anyone can check it out. It's about showing CEOs how to become AI powered, right? That's the whole event. 0 tickets sold, $1,000 ticket price, 10 days out. I thought maybe I'll get 20 people, hopefully. So we went into the tool, we found all the local businesses, we found all the professionals, we found. Guess how many people we had? 75 CEOs who do above 2 million showed up.
Oh, nice, amazing, okay.
And it's like
you can make money from the events, and then you can make money selling the software as well. I mean, it's not about just getting first 100 clients, it's more about getting more out of that.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And it becomes a repeatable system. So if you can do it once, you can do it many times. The first time's not going to be, the first time's the hardest. After you get past the first time, it becomes easy. So we've been running events for more than 10 years. So we know how to put on a good event. We know how to make sure everything, all the follow-up, everything is done. But I would run.
I mean, this is changing my perception, because for me, I believe, webinars or, the automated webinars were actually making good sales for any SaaS. But I think I really go with your plan of having more humanized connection, rather than, because we spend a lot of time sitting in front of our computers and systems and gadgets.
Yep, exactly.
Great, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I mean, this was really amazing journey to understand, and because it's learning for me and of course for the audience as well. Before we wrap this up, I have some quick rapid fire questions for you. That's what I normally do anyone who comes for this podcast. If you're ready,
Let's go.
Okay. First question. Okay. What is the biggest strength of yours in one word?
Leveraging technology.
Amazing. Okay, second one. Which book changed the way you think as a founder?
Ultimate Sales Machine by Chet Holmes.
Yes, very nice book. Great. Which AI tool do you use every day other than GoHighLevel Suite?
Manus.
Yes, of course. I mean, Manus has a very enclosed audience. You need to have an invite to get an access to that. So did you get an invite early stage, or it's open now?
I'll give you a link. It can be below. You can.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, of course. Cool. The fourth one. What is one task every company should automate with AI immediately?
Their follow-up. Most businesses, they meet amazing people, but they don't have
follow-up system, right? Cool. Describe yourself in one word.
A bumblebee.
Oh, amazing. Nice. I love that.
A bumblebee, because a bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly because it's got tiny little wings, a big body. I studied agricultural science. I didn't study coding, and I have owned software companies since 2008. So yeah, never written a line of code in my life.
Thank you. Great. Cool, Johann. Thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate you sharing your journey insights with Agency Owners. It was a pleasure having you with us, and I'm grateful for your time. Looking forward for many chats like this. Thank you.
Danish. You're amazing.